recording using this screen recorder and record from here. Okay. Okay. There is a comparison is also there, so I'm not recording with that one. I'm recording with this screen recorder. We'll see. So this is, guys, this is my hypervisor. So again, I will open the hypervisor, means my hyper-v. So my server name is win s1. How to go to, I have to create a virtual machine. To create a virtual machine means we create a virtual machine, that's it, right? So to install a OS in the virtual machine, to install OS in VM, what we require, we need a ISO image file, OS related to a particular OS. Okay, some OS, either it is Linux or Windows Server or anything. Okay, so to install OS in the VMware required ISO image file or a network installation. So what we required, so we have to need ISO image file, or you can install through network also. The network also you can able to install. And of course, network is also important. Next, so where to store virtual machine? Where do you want to store the virtual machine? You have virtual machine, but where do you want to store the virtual machine? That is also important, right? So you have to plan for that one. What OS you want to install? Based on that, you need a image file, or through network installation and a network. So image file. mm, no, no, no. I don't add this thing. I will explain directly. Otherwise, it will give you confusion. So we require image files, network, where to store virtual machine means we need a some disk space is required, right? So where to store that disk space is required. Of course, RAM requirements, memory requirements, you have to check it. Requirements means check the available RAM. Check the available RAM. These are the things before you going to create a virtual machine and install the virtual machine. To create nothing, just creating means just a machine. But installing OS inside, we need all this kind of stuff. Okay, so keep it to that mind. So we'll see it next. We'll create a virtual machine. So that's the point here. It is okay. The one by one we'll see where I want to store the virtual machine and ISO image file. Both the things are important, right? So um, this PC, this is E drive. It is a 20 GB free space is available. This is C drive, 28 GB free space is available. This is only 20 GB free space is available. So total it is 60, right? So it is 40 plus 20, 60 GB. Okay. And also having a disk management kind of stuff. Disk management. Actually added an extra disk. Maybe you can check it. So it is 200 GB hard disk is there. Extra hard disk. So it's a disk, it become disk 0, disk 0. Okay, no problem. Just it is convert into mbr means it's a gpt disk. So create a simple volume. I am creating direct 200 GB single volume. Okay, 200 GB single volume I am creating. Entire one is become 200 GB single volume F drive. Very good. Now I have a F drive 200 GB. Just I'm showing. Just look at it. Empty space. Happy. No problem. Okay. So what I will do in this one, I'll create one folder called Hyper-V VMs. So I will store all the virtual machines inside this folder only. Okay, that is a planning. Next one is we need a ISO image to install OS. To install OS, right? We need a ISO image file. Guys, we have to copy around 5 GB from my physical machine to virtual machine. Okay, I have to copy almost 5 GB from my physical machine to virtual machine. So it is 80 GB free, no problem. I can, yeah, we got 18 GB free. Very good. This is, I'm going to install server only because I will tell the reason. Okay. So this is the server OS, right? 17763. This is the server OS. I think I didn't change any name kind of. Okay. This is CentOS. This is Windows 10. This is Windows Server. This is Windows 10 Pro Edition. This is Hypervisor 6.5. Correct. Solar is 11. Windows 10. Windows 10 Zen Server. So what I need is this one only. Guys, it is around a 5 GB, so be careful. So drag and drop may works. We'll try. Okay. I can do it very easy way, but problem is again I have to shut down my machine. Actually I forget means when we are doing settings for a server that time I forget. Okay, meaning is settings are down. No problem. Yeah, because it's going on now, it will take time. Guys, again I said no, generation 1, generation 2. I will show you what I will tell what is generation 1, generation 2. I will show you, but before that one I will type it. Guys, you in a normally when you create a virtual machines, when you create a virtual machines in a VMware or virtual box or vSphere, okay, those kind of stuff you have already seen, right? So when you create a virtual machine, okay, so you have to select typical custom, you have to select OS later and now you have to give what type of OS, what is your guest operating system, Windows type or Linux type or VMware type or other type, 64-bit, 32-bit, Solaris, Novel Netware, okay, or a Linux, Ubuntu, SUSE, Oracle, Red Hat, CentOS, Windows 10, Windows servers, Windows XP7, like different kind of stuff, right? Okay, and also we have to give how much RAM you have to give, how much processor you are giving. So you have to give. This is custom, guys. I selected custom. Okay, which platform, OS, okay, what type of OS it is, where you want to store the virtual machine, where you want to store the virtual machine, what is the number of processor you are using, how much memory you are using, okay, what type of network you are using, okay, what kind of disk you are using, okay, what is the disk types you are using, okay, you want to create a new virtual hard disk or you want to use existing hard disk, how much disk space you want it, okay, where is the location of the disk, you can customize the hardware kind of stuff and finally finish it, right? So this is how to create a virtual machine. Okay, that's the point, right? But in Hyper-V, that is not that one. In Hyper-V, also having similar options but in a different way, in a different way. Out of that one, this option is completely unique from the all others. So in a Hyper-V, we have a generation 1, generation 2 virtual machine creation. Okay. Okay. This is a like a VM type. It is a Hyper-V virtual machine type, either generation 1 type or a generation 2 virtual machine. It's completely different from any other things. Generation 1, you can install you can install OS 32-bit or 64-bit. Install OS 32-bit OS or a 64-bit OS. Or a 64-bit OS you can able to install. It supports all type of OSs, 32-bit, 64-bit, okay, 32-bit, 64-bit, Linux, Windows, any type of OS, any all type of OS, any type of OS, all type of OS or a, any type of OS, any type. OS can be Windows OS, 32 OS, and all type, older and new versions of OS, older version, newer version, both it will support. The older version it support, newer version it is support, right? Okay, like your Windows XP can install, Windows 10 also you can install, Windows 98 you can install, Windows Server also you can install. Okay, 2000 server you can install, 2019 server you can install, like that. Okay, Linux older versions, Linux newer version, 32-bit, 64-bit. Okay, OS source means can be a physical DVD from where you can install. Okay, it can be your OS physical CD, DVD, ISO image. You can install operating system using your physical DVD, or you can have a ISO image, or you can use a virtual floppy disk. What is virtual floppy disk, guys? You know, you want to install DOS, you want to try DOS operating system. DOS operating system is fit only in a virtual floppy disk, means floppy disk. Nowadays we don't buy any DOS operating system, right? Download a DOS operating system, DOS 63, like it is there, 6 version, 5 version, it is there. No, you can download a MS DOS from internet, from different resources are available. It's a .exe format. So if you extract it, it will ask, may I, do you want to create a virtual floppy disk for this one? Yes, then it will create .vfd format, virtual floppy disk format. You can use that one to boot your machine. Okay, so like all old earlier stages you can able to do it. Okay, you can do network based installation. Means in generally meaning is, okay, WDS. WDS, what is WDS? Windows deployment service. Why my deployment is not look good? This is I think correct. Deployment. So through network also we can install the operating system. Of course, one more option is there, that is later is also there. Okay, install OS later. Okay, that option is also there. Okay, later option is also there. That is means not, I don't want to install now, so I will install it later. Okay, physical DVD, ISO images, kind of stuff. And very important here, it is a BIOS setup, BIOS support, only BIOS support, BIOS base, OS only we can able to install. The BIOS kind of stuff, not UEFI. Now, generation 2 type. You can install 64-bit OS only. First important, 64-bit OS only. It is UEFI support, means it support UEFI based OS only. So UEFI based OS means new versions only. Meaning is only Windows 8, 8.1, Windows 10. Okay. Next, Windows 2012, not even a 2008, 2012 R2, 2016 means onwards it is 2019 onwards only it is support. Usually 8.1 2012 only clearly it is there, but both supports UEFI based OSs. These are all UEFI based OSs, 64-bit OSs. Okay, in this one also 64 compulsory UEFI based operating system. Again, it not support everything. Okay, even for Linux you want to install, please check this UEFI based or not, and 64-bit compulsory. Linux, Unix, okay? Linux, Unix, or anything. For others also, this is we know guarantee, but Linux we don't know, right? So, like a EL7, Enterprise 11.7 kind of stuff. CentOS 7, RSEL 7, or later, okay, or later versions. So newer versions support, not older support. Next, OS source, okay, OS source, like this only, no difference, lot of difference, not a chance. No physical DVD, no physical DVD, okay, no virtual floppy disk, no floppy disk, only two options, plus one. Either you can install OS with a ISO image or network based installation only. So if you have a physical DVD, not works. Guys, understand generation 1, generation 2. When you are creating virtual machine, you have to tell what is generation 1 and generation 2. This is one important point in the Hyper-V. Is it installed? It is copied or not? Yeah, very good. Double good. It is shut down. Yeah, shit. Unnecessarily started again. If it is shut down, I can do one thing. I'll power off it. No problem. Now only it is shut down. Anyway, it will take time. Guys, look at here. This is my Z drive. My Z drive contains two important folders. One is OS folder, another one is app folder. App folder contains most useful for me all the applications for both Linux based and Windows based applications, including Veritas backup is also there. Look at here. Okay, so other things like Docker, PHP, SCCM related packages, everything is there. And OS different type of OS, their image is also there. This is a important drive for me, so Z drive. So instead of copying one by one from my physical machine to virtual machine, what I'm trying to do is just go to edit virtual machine settings. So it is only happens if you are shut down your physical machine. Okay. So then go to options, share folders, share folders, always enable, always enable, map as a network drive in the Windows guest, click add, next, browse. I'm selecting my Z drive because the Z drive contains all required files for me. Okay, entire Z drive or part of the Z drive. See, J data is earlier I used like a part of, like a OS drive, like this you can do it. Otherwise, entire drive also you can select it. Entire drive. And name is, I put a Z drive. So I'm selecting entire Z drive data I can access from virtual machine. I can access from virtual machine. And name is, I put a Z drive. Enable this share. That's it, only finish. Very simple guys. Go to options, shared folder. It is disabled. Make it as a always enabled. And select map as a network drive in a Windows guest. Click on add and select the browse. You want a particular folder or entire drive, select it and you can do it. Okay, if you want, you can, I will show you once again. So particular drive, like maybe this F drive, E drive, like that also we can able to add it. H drive is there, F drive is there, so no problem. E drive, like this is yours, right? So I will select that one only, next, finish. See, both are shared folders. We click it, okay. Okay, for on the virtual machine. Okay, so in a VMware and as well as a virtual box, lot of options are there, guys. Just you have to explore it. Don't do mistakes. Don't open certain things. But whatever it is, just look at it. Don't go to next if you don't understand. You don't know what it is. Don't go to click on next. Just look at it. Try to understand. Try to do it. Last time when some guys are try to convert physical machine to virtual machine kind of stuff. Even I don't tell them, so but they think I have to see, like I said, go through hell, but they went to this option and there are, it is showing some error. They say, sir, what is happened like this? You said you do it like this, and never said like that. So what to do? So that close it. Don't do it like that. Okay, this is to connect to remote server. If you have a remote vSphere server, you can connect it from here using virtual, using VMware workstation. This is convert your physical machine to virtual machines. Map virtual disk. This is for help. This is tabs. Okay, tabs options. Settings. This is VM is completely belongs to the virtual machine. Current running virtual machine. Currently open virtual machine. VM guest stretch fit now. There is auto resize. Options are there. If you got a screen in a different ways, you can change it. So finally it is open. Guys, understand generation 1, generation 2.
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes, sir.
dynamic memory, or we can say RAM. Don't think dynamic RAM. SRAM, DRAM, not that point. It is a dynamic means dynamically expanding memory. This it's a dynamically, it's a kind of expanding type. Okay, it's a dynamically expanding memory kind of stuff. I will show you that one. So then I will change the name. Understand dynamic or a dynamically expanding RAM kind of stuff. So when you are creating a virtual machine, okay, I will tell my VM. So there is a, when you are creating virtual machine, it asks startup RAM. For example, I given startup RAM is like this 1 GB. Startup RAM for a virtual machine. For example, virtual machine 1. Startup RAM is given 1024. Okay, so when I power on VM1, it takes 1 GB from physical machine, means from host. So from host. Okay, when I power on VM1, it take 1 GB or 1024 MB. Take a 1 GB or 1024 MB from host. Okay, once VM1 running, it utilizing, it's required only, for example, a 600 MB RAM only. Okay, it use 600 MB RAM only. For example, guys, look at here. Go to Task Manager, use and available. Is there now? So you can go to performance, memory, available, in use. Okay. So for example, running in use only 600 MB only. Use 600 MB only. Okay. So it took it VM1 take took take or took will take, because present tense, will take or take 600 MB from host RAM. Okay, not 1 GB. For example, if more sorry, load increases in VM1, I'm talking in a virtual machine, so that's load increases in the VM1, and RAM required is like a 1.5 GB, for example, more than 1 GB. Then VM1 take 1.5 GB from host RAM. Understand, guys? It's a dynamic. Startup means startup RAM is when you start your virtual machine, you take that much RAM size from your host. If what machine is running, it is utilizing only 600. It takes 600 only. Machine is running, more burden increases, required more RAM, you take more RAM. That is called a dynamic. Dynamic. Okay, dynamic options. So I will show you this kind of stuff also. 2 points I told. Okay, yeah, finally it is open, guys. See, it is my Z drive. Open. See, it is my batch 17 data, Z drive data. This is voice file. So you can copy what are the data from here to there, or you can directly utilize. So where I copied last time, here only. Whether it is fully copied or not, we don't know. So currently we think it is done. So I have an image file currently. If anything is happened, we can take it from here. So whatsoever it is, first of all, create a virtual machine. Four members. New virtual machine. New virtual machine. Next, give a name for virtual machine, guys. I'm putting batch 17 VM1. Store the virtual machine in the different location. I change browse. In a F drive, I want to store. So in this particular folder, select it. Okay, you can directly just go next, no problem. Otherwise, you can copy this name and here also you can do it. Okay, so I'm copying this name. It become double folder. It is not single become. It's a become a double folder. No problem. Generation 1, generation 2. Read it very carefully, guys. Generation 1. Virtual machine. Generation support 32-bit, 64-bit, guest operating system, and provide virtual hardware which has been available in all previous versions of Hyper-V. Okay. So generation 2. This virtual machine generation provides support of newer virtualization features as UEFI based firmware and required supported 64-bit guest operating system. So compulsory 64-bit, compulsory UEFI supported operating system. So compulsory that's it. Okay, newer versions and also new Hyper-V features also we will get it with the high thing. So when you select a generation 1, I selected generation 1. Next, see startup memory, dynamic memory. Startup memory is 1024 means you are giving 1 GB. If in case you are selected like this, you said it is dynamic memory. Dynamic memory means if you select dynamic memory, meaning is VM consumes your host RAM capacity based on the requirement, lesser or more. But when you start your virtual machine, your RAM is 1 GB. But if you select this one as per requirement, as when VM running, when virtual machine is running, as per requirement, it consumes your host memory. It consumes it's your host memory. Okay. Next, connection. I don't have any network connections here. So when I create, I will select this one. Next. You can see create a virtual hard disk. Do you want to use existing hard disk? You will attach it later. I'm changing my hard disk size is like a 60 GB. No problem. Okay. So this is virtual hard disk name .vhdx. Install operating system later. Install operating system from bootable CD DVD, physical drive, ISO image, VH .vdf, virtual hard disk, virtual floppy disk. Sorry. So last one is install operating system from network based installation server. So these are the options. So select image file, F drive. This is the image. Use image file. Next, this is some memory. See name, generation 1, memory, network is not yet connected, and hard disk, and this is operating system. Okay, this is generation 1 operating system selections. If in case, guys, compulsory select a generation wisely. Why? Because of you cannot change the generation. Once virtual machine is created, you cannot change the generation. Understand? Once virtual machine is created, you cannot change the generation. What you have to do, delete the virtual machine, again create a new virtual machine with a what generation you want it. So if you select a generation 2, anyway I'm installing Windows Server 2019, Windows Server 2019 in the Hyper-V. Okay, so that is a newer version, 64-bit UEFI based OS. So I can select a generation 2. I can select generation 2. I have to put a proper name here. Okay, so instead of VM1, I can put a Windows Win Core 1 because I want to install Core PC, not full GUI. Okay, generation 2, 1 GB RAM. Network is not there, so not connected. 60 GB is enough. See it is where is physical DVD, where is a floppy disk, those options are gone. Only is install operating system later, install operating system from bootable image. Okay, and last option is network based installation. So this is like this. Just click on finish, your virtual machine is created. Okay, like this. Okay, what I'm trying to do is, guys, I don't have any network here. I'm going to create a network adapter for this. So for that one, just local server. I have a four network adapters, but this is the one network adapter 192.168. Like this. Okay, so if you go to vmnet 0 details, see this is your IP address. You can see this is a DHCP IP address, subnet mask, your adapter, your MAC address. Remember vmnet 0, you are seeing a details. Okay, you are seeing a looking at the details. Now what I'm going to do is I'm creating a external switch, virtual switch manager, external switch. I'm creating. You can create internal, private, like that also. I'm going to create the external switch. Create external switch. Name of external switch is external switch only. Okay, one or Ethernet 0, like external switch 0 or 1. I'm creating one. Name is 1 on Ethernet 0. I'm creating. This is that one. Click OK. Apply OK, but I click on OK. Sorry. There is internal and private is also there. I will show you. but currently I'm showing how to create a actional switch. What is this actional switch? I have a NIC, guys. Look at here. I have a NIC. On NIC, I am creating this one. This is a bridged connection between Ethernet 0 to actional switch, like VMnet 0 only. It is like a VMnet 0 only. So, but little different. But VMnet Ethernet 0. This is Ethernet 0. This is actional switch 1. Look at actional switch 1 having same IP address. The actional switch 1 is having same IP address, same MAC address, same subnet mask. If you go to Ethernet 0, you cannot find anything because it is like a uh, copy kind of stuff. Ethernet 0, this is virtual Ethernet, virtual switch 1. Okay, it is bridging to here. Okay, so I created a one switch. This is my virtual machine. Right click, settings. Anything you want to do setting part, you can do it. Just I'm going to full screen mode. You want to add any extra hardware, you want to add a extra network adapters, SCSI controllers, fiber optical channels. You want to change boot order, you want to change boot order, you want to boot from image or DVD, network, or a hard drive, hard disk. Boot order, secure boot, you want to enable secure boot because you selected generation 2, you got a secure boot. Memory is startup memory is 1 GB, but enable dynamic memory, so minimum it fall down up to 512, and maximum is around a 1 TB of memory it will take it. It won't take it because we have only 4 GB RAM. Okay, this is a processor, SCSI controller, and this is a CD RAM. Sorry, this is hard disk, location of hard disk. This is a CD which we are inserted. This is network adapter. Go to external switch 1. So I created a external switch 1. Now I connected to external switch 1. Remaining name, integration services, SIM synchronization kind of stuff, enable checkpoints, start page, okay, start actions, stop actions. Okay, what is this stop action, guys? If I shut down my physical machine, what happened to virtual machine? Understand? If I shut down my physical machine, what happened to virtual machine? So virtual machine should be turned off. Virtual machine just save the state. What are the condition currently? What is going on with your virtual machine? It will be saved like that, like a sleep mode, and physical machine will be shut down. Okay, virtual machine will go to sleep. Physical machine go to shut down. Okay, if I shut down my physical machine, like that. So that instead of saying sleep mode, is a better word is save state. Saved state means what are the thing is going on inside your virtual machine. It is like that only. It is freeze at that time, like a hibernation. It freeze at that point, and physical machine will be shut down. So your virtual machine no longer accessible. When you start your physical machine, automatically virtual machine runs and continue from the last stage. Second one is turn off virtual machine, shut down the guest operating system. These two options are there. I'm not doing anything, just I will keep it as the same. These options also. Okay, just apply. I got a network adapter, that is important. So you can start the virtual machine. First I'm connecting. Okay. So you can start the virtual machine, power on the virtual machine. This is the power button, guys. This is turn off. This is shut down. So this is it is not selecting. Save, we can save what are you done some up to, like install OS, you done some settings, then you want to save it, just click on it, save it. Pause, you want to do something after later, you can pause the machine running. Okay, You can go to reset. Okay, this is checkpoint. Okay, settings, action, turn off, shut down, save, pause, reset. Okay, DVD, whether DVD you want to keep it or eject it. Okay, all these things, capture the screen. Okay, so full screen mode, alt control break. Okay, so zoom level, help also there. So I put a full screen mode. I don't know how much it is showing. Is it visible or not also, I don't know for you. Okay, okay, it is showing a restart. This is we are booting with the DVD. Okay, no voice is loaded, or we have to restart the PC. Okay, so this is shut down, power off. How to put a alt control delete is different. Right, right side control, right delete, I think, or corner delete. We don't use it now, so this is full screen mode. It's a alt control break, but alt control delete is not that. Yes, alt control end. So very good. Alt control end. Okay. Now press any key, right? I pressed or not. Alt control delete is alt control end. Okay, like that only you have to learn. I touched it so many days before. Now no one is interested in hyper-Vs. Meaning is our physical pieces are not hyper-Vs, right? So luckily when I working in one organization, so in a CMS, so we format every PC, install Windows servers, there only we do it. Anybody will tell what to do?
English. English India.
Yeah, I crossed it, right? English India. Yeah, Ireland, Israel, India, Indonesia, right? This is repair your computer. Install now. Click on install now. Guys, here I am not installing full GUI mod. Why not? Because GUI mod required more RAM. Okay, and that too I selected dynamic RAM. So what happened? It take 2 GB from it. The GUI mode of server is this is this is data center desktop experience. This is standard desktop experience. This is core. This is core. No GUI. No GUI. In this one also no GUI. What is advantage? Less disk space it will take it. Less disk space, less RAM it will take it. Okay. So either I am selecting first or this one. Normal server is different. Normally GUI server is this option. CLI server is either first or a third one. Next, accept the license. Next, custom, new. I'm telling. So yeah, okay, no problem, guys. Even if I don't give a chance to tell steps, you can tell, no problem. Let it install. Again, it will take time for installation. Okay, once it is completed, I will show you how it is. The virtual machine is running, not running, kind of stuff. Okay. Um, yeah, two options I will tell when it is installing. Okay, so that's hyper-v main part will completed. So actually I want to tell today about a virtual hard disk and virtual network kind of stuff. Then hyper-v plus those things will be completed, but sad is people are not there, time's up. Okay, so don't worry, tomorrow class is there, so definitely tomorrow I will finish that those things. I don't know what happened to your batch. Usually, like very less people are attending. Okay. let it go on. So meanwhile, I will tell few more things about Hyper-V. Live migration, old migration is nothing but export, import kind of stuff. We can export the virtual machine, we can import the virtual machine kind of stuff. Live migration is more like a move. Okay, it's like move virtual machine from one host to other host without power of VM. Okay, without power of VM. That is a live migration, guys. Remember, live migration. Without shutting down your virtual machine, you can move virtual machine from one host to another host. Host means Hyper-V host. Must be in a Hyper-V host. Okay. So here one point I want to add it, that is this is also there in a vSphere. In vSphere, yesterday I didn't told. Okay, in vSphere, this is called a vMotion. Guys, I'm telling one type of virtualization technology or one type of cloud technology. Okay, like you learn VMware, VMware vSphere, or you learn Hyper-V. Only thing is little terminologies, environment is different, but remaining is all are same. Services wise, almost all everything is same only. Few differences are there, like that. Okay, so same live migration we call here it is a vMotion. Okay, moving a virtual machine from one location to another location. Cold migration is exactly say import and export of a virtual machine. Okay, this is hot migration, right? This is a hot migration. In this kind of stuff, we copy our virtual machine and VM data means virtual machine and virtual machine hard disk. Okay, virtual machine plus machine is different. Hyper-V machine is different, and other thing. Bah, my headache. It is very headache, big headache. So copy, very simple. Copy a VM from one Hyper-V host, and instead of copy, I put a export. That is better option. Export VM from one Hyper host, import it into other Hyper-V host. Okay. Only this is happen. VM should power off. So here VM is power off. Okay. It is not just moving. It's not moving. It is exactly say you can maintain 2 3 copies of virtual machines also. Okay. You can 2 3 copies or a backups. Okay. It is kind of like a backup also. Like a backup means store VM in backup. Also, we can choose this option export import option. Export option. Okay. Another one is like you want to copy same copy or transfer, both are there. um other host. But important is power of condition. One more is there, that is called as zero replication. Guys, don't worry. Don't think like a sir. You are telling so many things. How can we remember? You told already so many things. These many things. This is each and every point. Who will remember? Do you think we are having that much of time? Don't think, guys. You are getting that mind. Okay, I know. I learned it from so many days, and even sometimes I can't recollect few points. But I remember because of I am teaching from so many times, right? So you don't worry about it. So you don't think like you don't know, you don't understand, you can't remember. Don't think like that. Simply it is how much you understand, that much you keep it in mind. Keep it in mind, and that to one side only. Okay, about Hyper-V and all. Basics are important. What is Hyper-V? Where is Hyper-V? And how to install? What is generation 1, generation 2? That much is enough. Okay, so how much you understand, that much only remember. Don't try extra. Understand, guys? That much freedom anyone is given in your college days. Okay, how, try to understand how much you are understand. Try to remember these technologies. What I'm telling you about vSphere and Hyper-V. These technologies, basic questions you have to go for it. What is virtualization? Type of virtualization? What is server virtualization? Type 1 virtualization? These are what are the statements are there. Just go through one or two statements. Technologies names, one or two names, you can go for it. But everything you have to remember, that is difficult. But try to understand. If you don't understand, ask me again, no problem. Yeah, luckily, so faster it is installed. Even 1 GB also it is installed. Normally when we are trying to install any virtual machine, even you given a 4 GB RAM also it won't install. Let it install. So like it, let it go on. So it is assigned memory, CPU utilization. It is running. You can also monitor your task manager. So how much RAM is consuming currently, like that you can check it. See, CPU available memory in use memory of your physical machine. Okay, don't worry, it is working. So one more point I said no. So geo replication. What is geo replication? Geo backup kind of stuff. Guys, nowadays cloud is more popular than any other technologies, data center management and all. But the background of cloud is importance of cloud is high availability. High availability means fault tolerance, means anywhere anytime guarantee you can able to access your virtual machines, your data. For example, I'm maintaining your virtual machines in my data center. Power cut, internet cut, anything is happen, you can't able to access your virtual machine from my data center. But if I maintain a cloud, my mine is 100% user can able to access their data, applications, virtual machines, like that, right? So to do that one, so there are a lot of things cloud service provider must maintain. So here it is again. Your virtual machines are in one location. You can store virtual machines in a different geographical locations. You can store or transfer. Better word is replicate. Replicate means same copy. Replicate meaning is same copy. Keep a copy in different geographical location. Okay. still it is rebooting or what it is. We'll see that one later. Oh, why it is consuming more CPU power? We don't know. Duplicate. I right click on this virtual machine. Export means I want to copy this virtual machine. I export into different machine or export into some storage. Export into my external hard disk. Okay, or I want to take it as a backup. That is called a export. Move. I want to move this virtual machine means I cut a virtual machine from here and put it in a different host. I want to cut this virtual machine in my host and put it in a different host. That is move. Checkpoint you know already. Enable replication, geo replication. Okay. So in a geo replication, yeah, you have to go to Hyper-V settings. See, this is a live migration importance. Like you want to do live migration, two-way live migration, incoming, outgoing, live migration, enable. How many machines by default you can able to live migrate? Both incoming plus outgoing. Number of two. To whom you want to migrate? Anyone or a specific IP addresses? Specific host only you want to migrate or anyone? See that setting is also there. Live migration setting. Okay, live migration setting. So this is location of virtual machines settings. I have to tell this one earlier only, but I didn't tell. Just I jumped from that there. This is replication. You want to replicate your virtual machines from your location to some other different location. You can see replication using a Kerberos over HTTP protocol or certificate based HTTPS protocol. Okay, yellow replication from any authentication server. Okay, or specific server do you want to replicate. So these three words are very important. Yeah, now it is my virtual machine is done. So yes, this is a CLI, right? It is shows like this only, so don't worry. Click OK. Give the password admin at 123 admin word rate 123. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Password is changed. Okay. Now setup is completed. Don't worry. That is called a full screen mode. Okay. This is your server, my virtual machine server, because I selected not desktop, core only. So this is. You want to configure? Yes, config. Yes config. Command is yes config. So that will give you 1 to 15 options. You want to be in your place or you want to join in a domain. You want to change your computer name. You want to configure remote management, update settings, remote desktop disabled, network settings. You want to go for network settings 8. Your current IP address is 192.168.0.21 from your DHCP server. So you want to do anything like select network adapter 1. So this is the details of thing. So return to main menu, go to 4. Okay. So select any option. You want to change date and time, telemetry settings, Windows activation, log off user, restart server, shutdown server, exit the command line. I want to change my computer name to, so computer name, new name it is asking. I'm telling B17 Win Core 1. Okay, just no hyphens, just only one. Okay, hyphen underscores don't put it. Computer name is changed. Click OK. It is asking for restart. I restarted my server. See it is. So I am want to communicate this virtual machine through my network. Of course, I didn't connect to my physical network or not. I didn't remember, so no problem. from here, at least I will say from my server to virtual machine, ping 172.16.0.21. It is turn on, just turn on. It will take time. Request time dot, either it is machine is not completely turned on or firewall or IP address wrong, right? Alt control delete, alt control delete. No, no, no. This is, what is this? Hyper V. Alt control end. Okay, admin at the rate 123. For anything, password is same. Okay, IP config. Okay, that is same IP address. Look at here again trying. Okay, unable to communicate. What to do, guys? Maybe firewall problem. IP address is correct. I am unable to communicate. Maybe firewall problem. How to disable the firewall? How to disable the firewall? So you can use PowerShell commands, or you can use sconfig. There, try here. Any firewall related problems are there? Okay, if I teach you like this, so you will be gone in a within a 1 day only, right? So don't worry. If you don't understand, still no problem. No, 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 not like this. We need a firewall. Find out any firewall. Remote configure remote management is enabled. Windows update. Firewall will be there here. It is, I think they removed it in the new versions. Okay, no problem. 15 exit. Okay, how to disable a firewall? Get hyphen. Sorry. Now I will waste your time and my time. So this is a normal command prompt. Now I am going to PowerShell. So if you know the command in a PowerShell, also you can try here PowerShell. Okay. So this is PowerShell command. So get hyphen any firewall related. No. Yeah, it got freezed. Very good. Very good. No use. Get firewall. Sorry, it is Windows Defender firewall. Get Windows capabilities, drivers, features, image, packages, capabilities, features. Okay, Defender. Okay, finally we don't know. There is an option, but so okay, no, don't exit, don't exit. Yeah, we can exit, no problem. Only one exit, so don't do anything. Just this is your server, guys. So don't worry. So I can ping to you. So I can ping to my server. My server is 172.16.0.254. I can able to communicate to my server, as my server is not able to communicate to this one, because of I don't know how to set up this fire. Okay, don't waste time. Okay, but whatever it is, this is the virtual machine, guys. You can close it, no problem, because it runs here. It is running. See, it is assigned memory. Look at this, assigned memory 562. Assigned memory actually startup memory is 1 GB. because of dynamic, it not consuming more memory. It is a CLI, it don't consume more memory. It is taking 500. For example, I run a service inside my machine, then I can able to means the it will consume more than it. For example, okay, load increases, it take more RAM. Load decreases, it take less. But startup memory is 1 GB only I given. Okay, so geo replication also I told. Live migration is also I told, right? Yeah, for live migration is very good a concept it is. Without live migration concept or vmotion concept, virtualization is useless. Okay, this is very important. Migration, HA, high availabilities, failovers. Without that one, virtualization, cloud computing is useless. How much technology, how much big technology, how much big company it is useless. So this is very important. So tomorrow, if you remember, just and ask me once again, explain about the live migration, how live migrations are happen in a failures. At least tomorrow afternoon I will try. Morning I will tell other one. Okay. So this is machine is running. You can see it anytime. Even if you close the window, the machine will run in the background. Okay, guys. Up to now. Okay. You can power off this machine, or you can leave it also, no problem. Just I close this one. Nothing. Backend virtual machine is still running. You know, virtual machine is still running until unless you shut down your virtual machine. So you check the available memory. Like, I'm shutting down my physical machine also. But once I shut down my physical machine, virtual machine go to saved mode, and my physical machine is going to shut down. Guys, mute or not mute, nothing. No one is speaking. I am shouting. Still, no problem. That's it, guys, for today.